How are you guys? Sorry, I'm driving and we are going in Switzerland. We are crossing Switzerland. Those of you who have seen videos have seen that we've been here in Switzerland visiting. Now we're visiting Switzerland because it's actually faster to where we're going in France to go through Switzerland than to go through France. And at the same time, we take advantage and visit a beautiful country. And like, if you guys saw, yesterday was the National Day, so we even had the chance to be here during their National Day. So one thing that I wanted to talk to you today in the How to Monday is one thing that we do is the planning of when we're gonna stay with someone. So we are going to the east side of France. We're gonna soon cross border and go back to France. And where we're going is to relatives, to house of relatives, but we always have to plan either relatives or friends or friends of friends. Like recently we stayed in a brewery that it was good friends of the family, the owner, so we were able to stay in the parking. So we plan all the time of how we're gonna park and how we're gonna do the usage of all that is the autocar, the RV, to be autonomous. But because we are gonna be with somebody, we're not 100% sure what we can do, what we cannot do until we're there. So one thing that we do right away, we try to make sure that we do the waters, meaning we clear the gray waters, we clear the dark waters, and then we replace with the good waters, potable drinking water. And then after that, we also try to make sure that we have an idea of how long we have, if depending what we have, because maybe the house, maybe they have to all go to work or something, so maybe we can use their restroom or a room or some of the electricity, but at certain times, and sometimes it's in the middle of the night. We're not just going to interrupt them to go to the restroom or something, if they're sleeping. So we try to make sure that we still have our stuff clear in case we use them. And then if we had the chance to use their facilities, water or the restroom, they have an extra restroom and all that, then we do that because it helps us. But it's gonna be then this halfway autonomous, I said, because we kind of get help. Electricity, for example, recently when we were up by Frangie, we were in friend's house and we were able to get clear water and we were able to plug to their house and have electricity. The only thing that, they are not a dumping area, so we cannot do for the cleaning the dark waters or the gray waters, but at least we had help with the electricity and the drinking water. So that gives us more time and a leeway of not having to use, because it's all connected, not having to use the gray water, for example. So this is something in a how-to that I wanted to show you and tell you about it, share with you while we were driving, because we are on the way and it was something quickly to share. So make sure that when you're in RV to keep in mind that if you're gonna go to visit somebody, you maybe have the leeway of help with some of the things, but always try to be ready to maybe not being able to use anything. That's the convenience of the RV caravan, because at that point you kind of like are in your own place, but you are also sharing with others, with other people. But a lot of you that maybe want to kind of like always be in your own place, don't really enjoy staying in people's houses, you can do that. You can, in the RV, you clear and then you do some in between of the being autonomous. Okay, so that's really all what I wanted to share. We're gonna continue driving. Have a great day. Ciao. How are you? So I'm just going to show you an example of how we set up today, and this is in a relative's place. we were able to park in front of the entrance of the house, and we were able, and they were kind of enough to let us plug into their house, and we were able, I don't know if you can see, follow the cable, you see that bucket there, yellow bucket, that is covering an extension that they let us use to get all the way to the house. We do have our own extension, but in this case they had it already in their garage, and the only thing that we were not sure if it's an extension for outside. There's some that work outside or inside, so we covered it with a plastic bag and put the yellow bucket to make sure that if it rains, it's supposed to rain sometime tonight and tomorrow, that it covers it. But you see, we were lucky enough to be in an area that is with already pavement, and also the only thing that we did, we make sure, I don't know if you see the wedges there, we make sure that just to not be too inclined, but also we're like in front of a of a park. So the house is in front of a park that has even a soccer field and all that. So we have pretty good amount of space. There's a horsey passing now because there are some horses around the area. So, you know, it's a good setup that we have. And in this case, we're gonna be able to use some of the water in the house. I mean, if they are if they have to get out to work and so on, and they're not there, they're letting us go inside and use the facilities in there. But in there are other situations that maybe it's not that easy, so we always prepare the RV just in case that we cannot go inside. Also in the nighttime, we're not going to be knocking on their door like in the middle of the night if we had to go to the restroom or something like that. So we just do that part, but we can extend our autonomy longer because we are using help from what they can provide. Okay, that was it. That's a how-to. That's things that you're gonna, as you try yourself try to live longer in an RV or caravan or something like that. These are things that can help to plan for. Okay, ciao. Okay, I wanted to show you guys. This is the setup. I kind of like, I'm not going to move it because we want to make sure that it stays like we want to, but we made it where there is inside another little bucket, a little one that keeps the connection between our extension and the other extension up, and then on top we have the plastic, and then we have the bucket, and that is holding, because earlier when we put it, the bucket was sideways because I guess we needed some weight into it. So that's what I wanted to show you. And then the setup that you see, just going to their garage, and they letting us plug into their place. Okay, all right.